I think we're live. Okay, hello everybody. How are you? Thank you for bearing with us as we go through all the crazy of today. But I'm just going to wait for a few people to get on and make sure I can see comments all right, and then we will get going. So let's see. Okay, so if you're on, say hello so I can make sure we are able to see comments, and then we'll go from there. I'm just literally waiting. All right,
Well,
there we go. Okay, I see. I see. Thank you,
yeah,
Raina.
we have about 10, 11 people live right now.
Yeah, they're
So
coming
I guess they're curious about today's topic, right?
just a bit. No, you were not late. So we have someone on YouTube saying that she thought she was late. We actually had an emergency happen about 5 minutes prior to the live we were supposed to do. So we had to push it off just a bit and go live now, but all is okay. I know a lot of people were worried in the Facebook group. All's fine. It was just more of a personal emergency. But we are
I
here.
can tell you what it is because
Yeah.
this is a great thing about working from home, guys. You are never removed from home. And so I walked into my garage because I have a garage organizer here today, and it was flooded. My hot water heater gave out and the whole dumped the whole water in the garage. So I had to try to figure out how to shut it off and then get somebody to come today, hopefully, to replace the hot water heater. So yeah, that happened 5 minutes before, but good thing I was home because imagine if I was gone, or I traveled a lot too. So if I was out, it would have damaged a lot of things. So
Yeah.
okay, so that was good timing.
Laura, I'm going to let you kind of take over this, and then I will come back closer to the raffle time.
Okay. Okay, so people asking all the time, what is something that's emerging right now, and what is the next thing on the radar about doing things? Okay, so there are several things. There are several things out there, and I want to talk about we. I want to mention the three that I just mentioned last week, but then I want to add on a couple of other things that I think you guys need to keep up on the radar. Number one is creative financing, right? Everybody's talking about creative financing, private financing, and so forth, because with the banks the way they are, they it's hard to deal with them, and the interest rates are really high. But the good thing is that there are a lot of people with money that are actually wanting to invest the money. And if we're looking historically, even between real estate and stocks and bonds, real estate is always performed better in the long range, right? So it's more of a solid investment. So with that said, getting into either becoming a private lender if you have the funds available, or if you need to want to do fix and flip, or burr method and so forth. Private lenders, there are a lot of them called actually asset-based lenders, where they will base a loan based on the asset itself. They're not going to worry about your income or credit. So definitely private lending is going to take more of a stance, especially when it comes to real estate investing. And that's something that you need to get more comfortable working with. And the good thing about it, there is a lot of money available. Also, what happened in the last 10 years or so is because there is a globalization of the markets. So there are money coming in from all different directions. There is a lot of money from South America and from Europe, the Middle East. They want to invest in America because, believe it or not, and I do a lot of traveling, United States is seen as the most stable country as far as anything, as far as economy, as far as financial markets, and so forth. So a lot of people do want to invest in the United States instead of their own country. Okay, so that's something that you need to put on the radar, which is great for anybody here who is an American citizen or can tap into the American way of life. Great to know because there is a plenty of money for you to do any type of investing, and stepping away from the banks is the way to go. The second thing that is kind of something that has been around but is kind of new and old at the same time is what they call, back in the days, we called it sandwich lease options. Basically you rent property and you sublease it to somebody else, right? But now this works particularly well, actually even better than sandwich lease. An option is Airbnb arbitrage. So I have a student right now, a past student, I should say. She's doing really well. Actually, she was one of the coaches right now in our team. She owns over 50 Airbnb, and several of them, I would say probably one third of them, she has done it through Airbnb arbitrage, where she leases the properties and then rents them out on Airbnb. Now, a lot of people don't understand this, so that's why you're able to actually get some really good properties to do arbitrage, because basically the formula is that with Airbnb, you should get 3 times per month the regular rent of a regular long-term rental. So if you make $1,000 a month of rent on a property under a long term, you make about 3,000 as an Airbnb, using a certain formula. So if you rent a property for $1,000, you should expect at least $3,000 a month. So the $2,000 will be your profit. So this is a great way to take over control of properties and do what they call Airbnb arbitrage. And think about it, the way you present it to the owner that you're going to be a landlord. It says the property will be in top shape, really taken care of, or be furnished, and you'll be covered under the insurance under Airbnb. So for them, it's a more of a win-win situation than putting somebody long term that you know they have to do a ton of work on the property when they move out, because you will keep uh, you will take care of the property and make sure it's in top condition even when the lease is over. So Airbnb arbitrage. Now the third strategy that is probably in the spreadsheet that you downloaded the other day, and I want to make sure I mention this, is what they call, again, another term that's kind of an old thing. They just painted it a different color, is novation. Now, this is a form of assignment. So basically, you assign the contract to somebody else, but it works a little different, where you get the seller on board under novation to really do so. And so your fee can be either paid by the seller or the buyer when you substitute the contract under innovation standard. Now it goes into a little more of a finesse here on how to do novations, but this is definitely, we have one of our coaches here, Juan, he actually does exclusively innovation type deals right now, because again, especially when the property are priced at or above market, is yeah, that works really well, because you can give the seller what they want, and then you go out there and see if you assign the contract. If you assign the contract and you get the buyer to pay the fee, great. If not, you can go back to the seller and renegotiate with the seller, because I tell you right now, at the end of the day, if you have a property under contract and you can close it in a week, you can get some kickback from the seller. That's always never hard to negotiate after you have a contract. That's why innovations works really, really well. Now, I want to mention a couple of other things out there on the real estate investing is moving towards. I know a lot of you have heard of artificial intelligence, AI, right? With Chat GPT, for example, is a big one out there. Well, it's also coming to real estate investing. There is a lot of stuff. You can even use Chat GPT for real estate investing, and there is some cool way to use it. We're going to talk more about this when we do the retreat next month, which we're going to talk about inviting a retreat. But I have several students using Chat GPT to actually pull lists of properties, and they do it in a certain way, and we're going to talk more at the retreat this month, and they're going to show you actually in real time how they do that. So that's really cool. So AI, especially applying it to real estate investing, is something that's definitely on the radar. Okay, so I just want to bring that to the attention of everybody. Great. Liz?
Okay, so coming back. So now what we are going to do is do our raffle. I hope that this was a little helpful on knowing what to expect is coming up here in the next few months that is really going to start booming. But now let's talk about our raffle. So we do a raffle in the REIW group. So if you're not in it, go ahead and go on Facebook, go to the Real Estate Investing Women group and fill out the questions and we'll let you in. But what we do is we take the top 3 people that have commented and we do this like spinning wheel the morning of, and then we come back and we give out raffles. So the raffle this week was 2 free general admission tickets to the retreat that is coming up so that you are able to come and spend the weekend with us. We're super excited about this, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Laura can talk deeper on that here in a bit, but I want to get the raffle going. So how to claim this is you will email in to our assistant at questions@realestateinvestingwomen.com claiming your prize. You have 1 week to claim it, and then you get to come and see us in Fort Lauderdale. So that winner is.
And let me say that the value of each one of these tickets is $497. So, you are getting the complimentary here today.
Yeah, so that winner is Jeannie Glass. Congratulations, Jeannie. You are the winner. So you get to come and see us, and I look forward to actually getting to meet you in person.
Where is Jeannie located?
I don't know, so we'll have to find out. I can't remember, but I know that I'm pretty sure she has a Jeep as her picture, so I already know we're gonna get along great. So congratulations, Jeannie. You are the winner. So Laura, do you want to talk a little bit about the retreat for anyone else that might be interested in coming?
Yes. So the retreat is going to be in Fort Lauderdale, and it's going to be October 13th. We have networking event in the evening, but the whole day is going to be the 14th and the 15th, which is Saturday and Sunday. This is an amazing place. We did the retreat here last time, but we couldn't wait to come back. It's right on the beach, on the boardwalk in Fort Lauderdale, walking distance to Las Olas, where all the galleries and cafes are. Right on the beach. Literally, we open the conference room, the sand is right there. So, you can dip your toes in sand in between the different sessions. Now, we're going to go through a lot in this session, and it's really excited about because these sessions are dealt more with implementation. We have all the coaches there, and hands are on deck. Everybody is going to really share what is working and how they do it. So what we talked about today, Airbnb arbitrage, innovations. We have private lenders there. They're going to be there all weekend. They cannot wait to give you guys money. We're going to talk about AI, how you apply virtual AI to real estate. You can pull lists, you can do research, you can do a ton of things right now with AI, and it's getting only better. So all of that is going to be explained at this retreat. On top of that, we're going to have the coaches and the students share their best tactic right now and give you example of how it's working. So like I said, all hands on deck here. Everybody's going to really share behind the curtains what is actually working. There's no fluff, no information, that you're not going to be able to use. Now, it's also geared for everybody. If you're a beginner and experienced, like the students, because they're already doing deals and they're training, they're going to go on separate classes. But if you're a beginner, we're also going to cater to you. So we're going to get more into explaining the mechanics of how everything works. Because yes, we're going to have these amazing sessions, but if you don't know the nuts and bolts, that's not going to help you, right? So we're going to have that as well. So we are going to cover anything from wholesaling to rentals, Airbnb, fix and flip, private money. Everything's going to be there. And we're going to have different coaches explaining what they work, especially in the zone of genius. And also, like I said, we have a private lender there on board, which also is going to say, guys, we have millions of dollars. We want to give them to you. And they're asset-based lenders, meaning they don't care about your credit. They don't care about that you're working or not. They will loan based on the property, which is amazing. And on top of it, come on, it's Fort Lauderdale. What's best place is October, which is going to be the perfect time of the year. It's not too hot, and depends what you think too hot is. It's still 80s, but it's amazing, and we are having a ton of fun and all the networking, and it's one of those things we personally look forward to do this. So, and the other thing I want to share with everybody is this is the last live event we are going to be doing until what, next summer, Liz?
Well, we have New York City, but the last retreat until September of next year. So if you like, oh, I'll just catch the next one, you are going to have to wait another year. We have other things going on that we have planned for our students throughout the year of 2024. So this will actually be the last live retreat we do for a whole year. We used to do 3 a year, but we're shifting to give our students a better experience in different things. And so this will be the last one for a year.
So if you feel like, well, I'm gonna go in January, we're not gonna do a live in January. We're not gonna do live in the spring. This is, like Liz said, will be next September. So with that said, don't miss a year of being able to go out there and really network and connect with our women in the industry. So with that said, posting a link here, Liz, for the retreat.
Already there.
Yeah. Also, we have an early bird right now, and there's a couple of levels that are gonna sell out because we have very limited seat. The bus tour, that is actually the selling out always the first because it's limited. It's not a bus. It's only like 24 people, so it's a smaller bus because we're gonna drive for dollars. We're gonna visit property. We're gonna take you into doing property. We're doing fix and flips and so forth, so we can accommodate only so many people. So that will sell out the first. And also we have a special. If you bring a second person with you, there are 50% off. So if you buy 2 tickets, the second one will be 50% off.
Yep.
So yeah. Anything else you want to add, Liz?
I think that's it.
Great. Well, hopefully this was helpful. Are there any feedback, any comments? Was this helpful, anybody? Were you able to download the PDF we had a couple of days ago that we shared in the groups?
Yeah, you repeated what it was called. So, yeah, other than that, they didn't really say anything. I'm trying to scroll, but there's a lot of comments about stuff. So, that's okay. What we have to get off anyway, we have another meeting at 12. So, we got to get ready for that. But if you have any questions, you can put them into the live, onto the comments. And we look forward to seeing some of you guys in a month. It's a month from today. So, or less than a month. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.